Hi everyone, this is Shaleha Pagayaw, and my part is to talk about the conditional and biconditional. So, a conditional statement expresses that if one condition is true, then another condition is also true, while a biconditional statement goes a step further, stating that two conditions are true if and only if each other. In other words, a biconditional is a conditional statement combined with its converse, where both the original and reverse conditional statements are true. Additionally, conditional statements can be true even if the converse is false, while biconditional statements require both the conditional and converse to be true. The structure for conditional statement is if P, then Q, which can be written as P arrow Q. For example, if it is raining, then the ground is wet. The truth value is a conditional statement is false only when the antecedent or the if part is true and the consequent or the then part is false. So in the example, the antecedent here is if it is raining, while the consequent is then the ground is wet. A conditional is a logical compound statement in which a statement P, called the antecedent, implies a statement Q, called the consequent. So here is another example. The English statement, if it is raining, then there are clouds in the sky, is a conditional statement. It makes sense because if the antecedent, it is raining, is true, then the consequent, there are clouds in the sky, must also be true. So notice that the statement tells us nothing of what to expect if it is not raining. There might be clouds in the sky or there might not. If the antecedent is false, then the consequent becomes irrelevant. The structure for biconditional statement is P if and only if Q, which can be written as P double arrow with each other Q. The truth value is a biconditional statement is true only when both the antecedent and consequent have the same truth value or both true or both false. The equivalence is equivalent to the conjunction and of the conditional and its converse. For example, a number is divisible by 10 if and only if it ends in a zero. Another example is, suppose this statement is true. The garbage truck comes down my street if and only if it is Thursday morning. Which of the following statements could be true? A. It is noon on Thursday and the garbage truck did not come down my street this morning. Or letter B. It is Monday and the garbage truck is coming down my street. And letter C. It is Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. and the garbage truck did not come down my street today. So to solve this, the solution will be this. For the letter A, this cannot be true. Why? Because this is like the second row of the truth table. It is true that I just experienced Thursday morning, but it is false that the garbage truck came. The letter C. This cannot be true This is like the third row of the truth table. It is false that it is Thursday, but it is true that the garbage truck came. And for the letter C, this could be true. Why? Because this is like the fourth row of the truth table. It is false that it is Thursday, but it is also false that the garbage truck came. So everything worked out like it should. So to know the what does it mean by this second, third, fourth row of the truth table, you can see it in the next page. So this is the truth table for the conditional if P then Q. In traditional logic, a conditional is considered true as long as there are no cases in which the antecedent is true and the consequent is false. So this is the chart of the conditional statement. As you can observe, we have here the antecedent, which is the P, and the Q, which is the consequent. So in the first row, we have true for the antecedent and true for the consequent. So the case will be also true. For the second row, we have true and false. Then, as the result, it will be false. Then, if the antecedent is false, while the consequent is true, as you can see in the third row, then the result will be also true. As for the fourth row, we have here false and false for both the antecedent and consequent. So if that's the case, we can assure that the result will be true. Because as you can see here, note, if the antecedent P is false, we cannot prove that the statement is a lie. So the result of the third and fourth rows is true. So we have an equivalent form of the conditional. With conditional situations, we also have the following. First is the original conditional is if P then Q. Second is the converse. It is translated as if Q then P. Third one is the inverse, translated as if not P then not Q. Then last is the contrapositive, translated as if not Q, then not P. So we have here the negation of the conditional. The negation of a conditional statement if P then Q is P and not Q. In other words, the negation asserts that the antecedent or P is true while the consequent Q is false. Essentially, it's the case where the condition is met, but the expected outcome doesn't occur. So, in the negation of the conditional, you can set a rule to perform an action when a condition is not true. You can use these operators to test whether one or more conditions are not true. You can use the operator "it is not true that" to negate a condition. So that's how a negation of the conditional works. And lastly, we have the logic gates. Logic gates are fundamental electronic components that perform basic logical operations on binary 0 or 1 inputs to produce a single binary output. They are the building blocks of digital circuits and computers, enabling the processing of information based on logical rules. So in logic gates, they take a simple input and run it through a logical gate on a circuit board and get an output. It is how the hardware works. Learning how these logic gates work helps pupils or students like us to understand how the hardware and software work together and how simple computational thinking really is. So on the next page, you can see the 8 different logic gates. And this is the different logic gates. So just kindly take a look of the differences of it and its explanation. So yeah, that's all for my part. I hope you really understand and gain a lot of knowledge about the conditional and biconditional. So yeah, thank you. Once again, I am Shaleha Pagayo.